Rosca de Reyes is a pastry traditionally eaten to celebrate Epiphany in Mexico and many Latino American countries. This Rosca de Reyes is filled with a sweet cream cheese and pecan nuts filling, and topped with a sweet paste, dry cranberries, pecan nuts, and semi-sweet chocolate. Enjoy! To make this sweet bread, start by preparing a stiff sourdough starter or levain. Combine 25 grams or 1 3/4 tablespoons of water in a jar. Add 25 grams or 1 tablespoon of sourdough starter and 50 grams or a third of a cup of flour. Mix the ingredients with a silicone spatula. Then use your hand to knead the dough until you get a stiff ball of dough. Cover with a lid and let it ferment for about 8 hours. When your stiff sourdough starter is ready, pour in the bowl of a stand mixer 100 grams or a quarter cup plus 3 tablespoons of cold milk. Add 100 grams or 2 large eggs. Add all the stiff sourdough starter, which should have a consistency like this one. Use a silicone spatula to transfer the sourdough starter into the bowl. Use the hook attachment to mix all the ingredients at low speed. And add 100 grams or half a cup of granulated sugar as you keep mixing the dough. Mix until all the sourdough starter dissolves in the mix. Stop the stand mixer and add 400 grams or 2.5 cups of bread flour. Add first half of the flour and mix until the flour incorporates well with the rest of the mix. Stop the stand mixer again and add the rest of the flour and mix again. When the flour incorporates well with the mix, add 110 grams or 1 stick of butter cut in pieces. Add the butter little by little. Let the butter dissolve well with the mix before adding any more butter. When you are done adding all the butter, add 8 grams or half a tablespoon of sea salt. Knead the dough for about 20 to 30 minutes until the dough is soft and elastic like this one. Transfer the dough to your working table and knead it for a couple minutes. Make a bowl with the dough and place it in a grease-proofing container. Cover it with a lid and place the container in the fridge to proof overnight. The next morning, in a mixing bowl, place 454 grams or 1 pound of cream cheese at room temperature. Add 30 grams or 4 tablespoons of powdered sugar and mix well with a silicone spatula. This will be part of the delicious filling of this bread. Mix well to incorporate all the sugar with the cheese. Add 30 grams or 4 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and finish mixing until all the ingredients are well combined. Now place the dough on your working table or a silicone mat and use a rolling pin to extend the dough. Roll the dough until you have a rectangle of about 24 by 16 inches or 60 by 40 centimeters. Then place all the cream cheese filling on one of the sides of the dough. Distribute the cream cheese evenly in all the surface of the dough. Add 200 grams or 1 1/4 cups of chopped pecans and distribute them well on all the cheese filling. Take the dough and cover the filling tightly. Then roll the dough into a log shape. Flip the dough around and insert the plastic figurines in the dough. These figurines represent the infant Jesus. Put as many figurines as you like. Flip the dough around and make an oval shape. Use your hands to shape the dough in the way you like. You can make an oval shape or a circle shape. Cover the dough with a plastic lid or plastic wrap and let it proof for about 4 hours. To make the sweet paste for the bread, combine in a mixing bowl 100 grams or half a cup of vegetable shortening with 100 grams or 1 cup of sugar. Mix to incorporate and add 100 grams or 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Mix in the bowl with a silicone spatula until there are no dry spots remaining in the dough. Then use your hands to mix the paste. Take the paste outside of the bowl and eat it on your working table until you have a cohesive dough that resembles Play-Doh. Then place it in a piece of plastic wrap. Make a bowl and place it in the fridge to cool. After 4 hours, decorate the bread. Place the sweet paste at least in 4 different places of your bread. You can shape this paste with your hands or with a rolling pin. I prefer to do it with my hands. If your paste is too cold, let it come to room temperature, so you can manipulate it easier. Brush the rest of the surface of the dough with egg wash. Add chopped pecan nuts and dry cranberries to decorate the rest of the dough. Place in a preheated oven at 340 degrees Fahrenheit or 170 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes or until your bread is golden brown. Place the bread on a cooling rack and let it cool off for at least 30 minutes. In the end, drizzle some melted Semisweet chocolate over all the bread and let it set before you present it to your friends and family. This bread is so delicious and soft. The filling makes it even more delicious. A real treat to enjoy with your family and friends. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I have a new video every week. Happy New Year!